one 45-minute outside workout. I'm not. It's supposed to be 2. I'm not doing that right now. I'm doing 1.
Well, this is
technically I'm not on.
Yeah, you're not on
75 hard program right now. What's up, Tierney?
Oh yeah, we will, Rochelle, share it. Okay, we'll
hold on. Maybe I can do it
don't.
No, I'll do it that way, and you can see.
You can't.
Yes,
see.
you can. You can see it.
We will put a real photo up of this thing. My goodness gracious.
So the point is, and the thing that I will say to this person is, okay, this is not a quick process. Sometimes through like boom, just I see the light. It can be like a switch. Sometimes that happens, but for me, it's taken decades, and that sucks to hear, but it's the only truth that I have, right? It takes decades, it takes a long time to get there. Oh, and then guess freaking what? When you're there, it doesn't let up. Because when you let up, then you start rolling backwards. Somebody says, Google The Power List by Andy Frisella, Rochelle. Yeah, do that. And there are also tons of podcasts on it. Change comes from within. Pick one thing and work on that one thing. And that's what works for me. Yep.
Yeah.
100%. Let's see. Thanks.
Yeah, and we will share pictures of this. This is literally just something, we weren't intending on sharing this necessarily today. Yeah. It's just something Seth actually does. He made it for himself.
I wasn't intending on reading my journal entry.
Yeah, I mean, this was all unplanned. This was, we were not expecting this. So I, with your permission, if I could, will share a picture of your journal entry.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
This, and then maybe we can get this up online for people to get.
Yeah, I've been wanting to kind of launch this, and I guess this is the unofficial launch, but it's hashtag AOM Daily. Hashtag AOM Daily. And we're going to create something because this works for me. This works for me, and hopefully it'll work for you. So, okay, talk. I've been talking for 100.
The thing that let's see, someone wrote, I know what I want, just hard to get motivated. Yes, exercise daily and drink a gallon of water is what I need to do. Do it. Yes. So actually what I was going to say, one of the first things that you have to do, I think, when you feel that desire to change, is pinpoint where it is coming from. So it's kind of like the debt snowball with Dave Ramsey, where they're talking about you've got all this debt, you have student loan, you have credit card, it's coming from all of these directions, but you have to stop just looking at this mountain of debt and start dividing it out into which one is the smallest amount to pay off, which one has the, what are the interest rates, all these different things. You begin to organize the mountain of debt in front of you. So it's the same thing with change. You have to organize in the most sort of basic ways what change needs to be done first. Because if you look at your entire life and you say, I'm the worst, I need to change everything, you're going to hate you're going to hate it, you're going to hate your life, and you're not going to know where to start.
Tierney says, can we make our own hashtag AOM Daily and tag y'all on Insta? Of course you can.
Yes.
Blow it up.
Yes. And so sorry, you're reading and I can't.
Sorry.
What is the best place to take the Enneagram test? What's that? Weeps, what?
No, EnneagramInstitute.com. I can't remember if it's TheEnneagramInstitute.com or EnneagramInstitute.com. It's like a $9 test, but it's a real test, and it gives you all kinds of lists.
It's good. There are free ones that are pretty helpful though too.
Yeah. I would do the paid one if I were you.
But with starting to change and looking at the areas that you need to change and kind of getting insight about that, I want you to think about I want you to break them down into manageable, daily, doable tasks. And that's where you would have your AOM daily list would be perfect. So if I know, here's a perfect example from my actual life. I know that I need to be less sarcastic and more positive. It is evidenced in my children being sarcastic and being negative. I need to do that because I have now taught them to do the thing I don't enjoy about myself. So every day I have written out in my intentions I put it on a little paper bracelet that I wear, and I say kind things, or even touch Seth. Like I leave myself sticky notes that are little daily wins, okay? So these are things that are not hard to do. It's not run 10 miles. It's not eat raw vegan for a month. It's not drink a gallon of water right now, which, I mean, you can do that. That is a challenge. But this is a little win. And every time you get that little win, you celebrate. Put on Trolls soundtrack, dance to Justin Timberlake, do whatever you want because you have done the thing to get you where you want to be. But it takes looking at your life and going, okay, what thing do I need to change first? And that could be like, I need to stop binge eating when I watch TV. It might be, I need to stop complaining. Complaining is draining. I need to stop telling my spouse that they suck at everything. Whatever it is. And then break it down into little doable tasks. Some of them are going to equal not doing something. Not saying what you think about someone. Not complaining about a thing. Not eating something. And those ones are a little bit harder because it's hard to remember not to do something that you are like knee-jerk reaction to do.
It's all hard. We all can agree on that. Everyone in the world, me included, says I need to XYZ, right? And I think that there is a timeline on that. Like we say I need to or I want to, right? And then okay, let's see that morph into I will do this. And then my latest insight has gone from I will to I am. And we're going to do a talk on that, hopefully. And let me explain. Oh, I need to exercise, okay? Oh, I will exercise. I am a person that exercise. It's not, oh, I need to, I should, or I want to.
I will,
or like,
I might.
I will, well, yeah, I will tomorrow. No, I am a person that wakes up and exercises. I am a person who is disciplined. I am a person who works hard and drinks a gallon of water every single day. Somebody says, what is the best place? Oh, sorry.
It says,
I wear a bracelet that says PMA, positive mental attitude. Love the bracelet. Yeah, it's just a daily reminder.
Yes.
That helps so much. It helps me. Like I said, I have to do it every day or I don't do it. If there's a day off, if there's even a cheat day in this, like on the slow carb diet, you do have a cheat day, and in the 75 hard, you absolutely do not. And that changed my whole thing because a cheat day is like an out. And I've even been looking forward to tomorrow, like when I go to the bakery, you know, and I'm like, is that helpful? And
no.
I don't know yet. I'm kind of undecided. So.
It's not, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. We're getting there. I think one of the reasons, and I'm just going to throw this out there, when Seth started the 75 hard a few months ago, I hated it. I hated
January 2nd, I started.
I hated the idea. I hated all of it. And then I wanted to do it. Once he stopped, I was like, hey, wait, this is actually really good. And it was helpful for him, and he got into shape, and maybe I should try this. And I cannot recommend it enough. So Andy Frisella started the 75 hard. He cusses like a sailor. Don't get mad at me for how he talks, but it has changed literally how I view everything. It changed how I view parenting, how I view myself.
And you're not even done with it. You're like, how many days?
I'm like halfway in.
Right.
So I have no cheat days. I drink a gallon of water every day. I do 2 45-minute workouts. I'm starting to do more than that because one of my 45-minute workouts is with a friend of mine who is just starting to work out. So for me, it's not really a workout. So I'm like, this is just like hangout fun time.
Doing 3.
So I kind of do 3 workouts a day that are 45 minutes long. I read 10 pages of a self-help book. Right now I'm reading 60 Days to Enlightenment by Wayne Dyer. The book is so flippin' good. I'll put links. It is so good. I'm also reading David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me. Again, a life-changing book that helps you implement the changes you want to make in your life and put them into action. Lily says, I'll check them out for sure. Yeah, I will share links, all of that stuff, because we want to share the resources that have impacted us and are changing our lives. But again, a lot of these resources are like loaded with bad language, and we did not write them. They are just impactful and amazing. And if you guys follow someone like Kanye West or Kim Kardashian, I think you'll be fine. I thought about that the other day. I'm like, if anyone gets mad at me about these books, I'm going to backhand them. But
okay, so let's talk about more. How do you change? I really like the part where you said, okay, you're not going to, if the goal is to run a marathon, you have to say, you know what, I will run a marathon 6 months from now. And you have to taper yourself up to it. But I have made the mistake because I've wanted in the back of my mind, like a lot of people listening, and especially the person that wrote this in the back of my mind, like, yeah, I want to do this huge thing, right? And then guess what? I'm literally setting myself up for failure every time because I have this big grandiose idea where I'm going to do something big and be like, yeah, I'm going to like blow this out of the water and make a big impact. And then 2 days in, I'm like, boo, no gas in the tank, right? So if you want to start working out, if you want to start eating right, if you want to treat your spouse differently, have one thing, a small win. Exactly, I like how you worked in the debt snowball in from there. So if I have a zillion credit cards and a zillion piles of debt, I start with the smallest one first.
Because
I owe with a credit card $10. Okay, guess what? Make that payment. And it's the same idea as making the bed when you get up. Okay, I did something, I accomplished something as simple as making the tiny little bed. Well,
the tiny little bed, apparently.
not
We
a
have a
tiny
teensy
little bed,
tiny
but
bed.
making the bed. I paid $10 off of that credit card. Okay, boom, I got some momentum. Lily says I need to take the small steps. Yes, Lily, you will take the small steps.
That's right.
You know that you need to. You know that you need to. You will take the small steps. So let's gear yourself up. Don't get overwhelmed. We're not going to pile on a ton of things right now. Listening, I know that sometimes when we talk about this, it can be trying to drink from a fire hose.
Yeah.
And that is not good. We want to set ourselves and you up for, okay, we're gonna take this. So, Lily, write down right now one tiny win that you can do today.
Heck, write down 5.
Nope.
I challenge you.
Nope.
Just little ones. Little ones.
I'm taking that back.
She says, I think of huge things I want to accomplish and it feels too much, so I don't do it.
Exactly. So scratch the 5. I'm not dissing you. Scratch the 5. Write down one thing. Lily, you will say to yourself, I will, one thing today. You know what? Maybe it's wipe off the counter. Yes. Awesome. Win. Maybe it is, I will make the bed. Maybe it is, I don't know. I don't know, whatever that is for you. But I do know that one win will count. One win is significant. And then do that same thing tomorrow. Don't add another one. Don't add 3. Do that same thing tomorrow. Write down, I will, today's Thursday, I will blank on Thursday. I will do the same thing on Friday and do the same thing on Saturday. Boom. 3 days in a row, you have a win. Okay? Tell me how you feel after that. Seriously, write in and tell us how you feel about that. And let's go from there. Okay? All right.
Yeah, the things I've been writing on my hand is one, again, with those lists of things that, like the thing that you want to do, the one thing today vibe, I want you to make sure that it is something that you will be proud that you have done. And again, that's going to be different for everybody. So for us, it might literally be wipe down all the kitchen counters because it feels good when the kitchen looks really clean. Or it like making the bed or anything like packing the kids' lunches for school or getting their school homework set up before they wake up. That is something I tried to do and I'm proud of it. And when it's done, I feel like, yes, my day goes better. I'm proud of what I just did. Somebody else might not give a rat's, but to me, that matters. So make sure it's something that you feel really good about and like have a positive mental attitude about it. The other thing I wanted to bring up is that one of my great friends is doing Couch to 5K, which is an app, and it like takes a certain amount. It takes basically, if you're a couch potato and you want to eventually get into shape, it takes the idea of working out and it breaks it out for you. It like slowly ramps up from. So here's the first one that we did. We walked for 30 minutes, but you walk and then you do 1 minute little jogs. You do like 6 of them throughout that 30-minute walk, and your phone beeps and says start running, and then it stops after 1 minute and it says walk, and then it beeps again. It says start running, and it does the work for you of trying to figure out how to get yourself motivated to exercise. So if you are seriously a couch potato, you are very out of shape, you don't know where to start, I would highly suggest Couch to 5K. It is an app on your phone. I think it's like $10 for a lifetime membership. It's free for the trial is free. But that is a great way to start if we're talking about exercising and all of that stuff. But don't overload yourself. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. And share your progress. Share your thoughts. Share ideas. We will post.
Hashtag AOM Daily.
Yep, we'll post
What did you do today?
We'll post the AOM Daily list that Seth made. We'll talk about it more. We'll get all of these things up for you guys. But before we end and wrap up, we want to do our Get Your Marriage On question starter or conversation starters of the day. I always call them the wrong thing. And we highly encourage you guys, go to getyourmarriageon.com and get our app. It is free. You can also get the paid version that has more stuff in it. We teach on it. We have all sorts of resources in there. And this is a conversation starter in the just for fun category. And here's question number 1. What is a quote that inspires you and why? What are you laughing at?
The first thing came to my mind was a David Goggins quote.
Please
Get
don't
hard.
sit. Oh.
Get hard, MFer.
Oh, gosh. Let's not with that.
That's
one.
a good quote.
It
helps me.
That's true. A quote.
All right, what's yours?
A quote that inspires me and why. I don't know. That's a hard one. I can't think of one. I've like super brain shut off.
Okay, so here's another one. It's by Craig Groeschel. Discipline is the bridge to